All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all probably don't because it's the first time, but it is dun dun dun. Story time today. I'm gonna give y'all a little story about a cat named Ben. And for lack of better terms, Ben was a dick. That's one word I can say. As a matter of fact, Ben was a what?
Bitch ass nigga.
Ben was a bitch ass nigga. So with that being said, here's the story of Ben being a bitch ass nigga. Starting off, I'ma tell y'all how I even met Ben and the reason that Ben came around. Ben was a white guy that grew very, very good weed. That's one thing I can say about Ben. He was all the words that I'ma call him, but he can grow some fucking weed. And at the time, me and my other roommate, my roommate and his mom, we all were at a consensus to where basically we were like, all right, this is what we want to do. And what we wanted to do is we was going to go to Colorado and we was going to start a grow. If you don't know what a grow is, I mean, grow weed, nigga. We was going to grow weed in Colorado legally. That was around the time when weed first started getting recreationalized and people started getting, big manufactured and all that shit. But long story short, so I talked to one of my local plugs to ask him, like, yo, you know anybody that grow? At the time, I'm like probably 18, 19. And I really didn't know nobody out there that grew and everything, but let it be known, my plug knew somebody. So me and my roommate go to my plug's house, we ask him, so can he really grow good? Because we trying to grow some fire. He like, yeah, he grows some good ass fucking weed, but he is sort of a dick. And at the time, I didn't get what he meant by he was sort of a dick. What I thought was, they probably got into it one time or something. That's what I was thinking it was. But we end up getting his number. We contact him. We like, all right, so we gonna meet you and everything. So we drive from Arizona all the way to Mount Shasta, California. If you don't know where Mount Shasta is, the soda can. I'm gonna pop it up right there in a little edit. But the soda can, Mount Shasta, yeah, it's in Northern California. It's damn near Oregon. But we drove all the way up the day before Thanksgiving. And I remember this because I had my Thanksgiving dinner at Subway. But that's another. So we meet this guy, we meet Ben and everything, and he shows us this stuff. He was like, yeah, I got this. I've been growing it for this long. He shows us everything. He got wax, he got edibles, he got everything. Everything that we was looking for, he had it. He gave us a little sample. We go back to the hotel. So we make it back to the hotel, and mind you, it's like 20 something degrees and it's cold as fuck. So I'm trying my fastest, my hardest to get inside the hotel room and turn the heat on, because I'm allergic to the cold. All right, so I get the heater on because it's cold as fuck. And mind you, this is around the time when niggas barely just start smoking wax and all that. So he gave us, like, at this time right now, I would call this a glob. And I mean, like, on the whole white sheet of paper, like, it was, like, full. And my roommate's dumb ass literally put all the wax that he gave us in one blunt that we smoked. He melted it down into the blunt and rolled up a blunt. And let me tell you, I took 2 hits and I almost died. I literally passed out. Literally passed the fuck out. Me and his mom passed the fuck out. I don't even know how he finished that blunt, to tell you the truth, because I didn't see it in the morning. So I don't know how he finished it. But we end up, and then on top of everything, the city or the town that we are in, ironically, is called Weed. Like, the name of the city is called Weed, California. So, mind you. All right, so we get back to Ben and everything, and we tell him, all right, yeah, there's some fire, man. We gonna fuck with you and everything. He like, all right, bet. I'm gonna meet y'all back in AZ. I'm like, all right, cool. We exchange the number. He gave us some more weed. We leave. We get back home, and about a week goes by, and he calls my roommate and is like, hey, can you come pick me up? My girl, no, actually, I'm going a little too fast. Actually, the first time he hit us up to let us know that he was out there. He was like, hey, I'm out here in AZ. I'm with my girl. She's stripping and everything. She's like, stay here, so it's cool. So we go over there. We go meet him and everything is all good. He's like, yeah, you know, man, I'm out here. Don't even trip, you know what I mean? And let me describe Ben. Ben is white. And he's a different type of level of white. Like this, that's white. But Ben, he was like surfboard white. Like long hair, always wet, never dried it with a towel. Smelled. He walked around with nunchucks. He was just like he was just a whatever type of guy. I just cared. The only thing I cared about him was about the fucking weed. So second time he hits up my roommate. It's probably 2 days later. He's like in distress, like, hey, can you come pick me up? My girl's tripping. She's tripping the fuck out, man. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with her. Can you guys just come pick me up? My roommate not even thinking. Both of us are not thinking because we don't know the future. We don't know what's going to happen in the future. We just like, all right, let's just go pick him up. This girl tripping. Let's go pick this nigga up then. All right, we going to bring him back over here. We going to get high as a motherfucker. This nigga got pounds. But, so, we get there. We pick him up. We ask him, like, what happened? He's like, oh, no, my girl tripping. She talking about I spanked her dog or some shit like that. And it ain't even, like, she heard it yelp or something like that. And she thought that I did something to it. And he was like, I'm not even worried about that dog. Like, she's just tripping. And mind you, I don't know the future. I don't know shit. I'm just a 19-year-old trying to grow some weed. That's what y'all need to remember. That's all I know. So, Ben ends up staying with us. My roommate's like, yeah, man, the more the merrier. We got all these people in the apartment. Fuck it, one more isn't anything. And he started staying with us. He's with us for about a couple months. And over the time, I had 9 dogs in my house. I had 8 puppies and 1 mama dog. So, this is how shit really started. This is when shit really started going down. It was one day, we all just in the kitchen and everything, and we just hear like a ruckus or something like that in the apartment. And my brother saw it. And mind y'all, he's right here, so he can validate everything that I got to say. So basically what happened was, Ben felt the urge and the need to go in there and go hit on the mama dog. I think he like tried to choke her or some shit like that. And what did my nigga Shay say? Hey nigga, this ain't your motherfucking dog, nigga. This ain't your dog, nigga. You don't be putting your hand, this ain't your dog. Nigga, I will knock you out right now, but I'm in my brother's shit, so hey, I'ma chill, but just wait. Just wait. So everything is all good at the apartment. I got my dogs and everything, and shit just started happening, like little things. And I just happened to notice one day that one of my dogs was walking up with a limp. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with Hildy? Like, and she wasn't no slave, but I just named her after a slave. But I'm like, what the fuck happened to Hildy? Like, where is she at? Why is she limping like this? What happened to her hip? This nigga Ben, and mind you, I didn't find this out until the future. So I don't know nothing about this. I don't know nothing that's going on. I be gone for 1 minute, I come back, a dog is fucked up. But in the meantime, all that, in between the dog being fucked up and everything's going good. Niggas is smoking good every day. We out here, you know, we doing, it's waxing anything that you smoking. A bong rip, a joint, a blunt, a dab, a pen, all of that. We was in all of that. We was probably going through at least 3-4 ounces a day between everybody. And I can tell you from assurance that I know that it was going through that much. Because my nigga is the finesse guy. That, my homie, I don't want to put his name out there, but my nigga C-Note, he know who he is. My nigga Cartier, he know who he is. My nigga was going in the motherfucking jar every day, grabbing a handful. Yeah, give me your shit. Going downstairs and smoking with the big homie Derek on me. And mind you, I didn't know. I didn't even know at first. Until that nigga Ben came up to me like, hey man, I don't know what's going on, but my jar has been getting a little low. I think the Cartier's going in the batch. And me taking up for my own, I'm like, man, he's staying here. This is my nigga right here. He ain't taking your shit. He ain't no thief. He ain't taking your shit. And in the back of my head, I'm like, shit, I'm about to go smoke with this nigga in a second. I'm about to go downstairs and go smoke with this nigga in a second. Because I know he got the trees. Because I watched him. I watched him get it. I watched out. I was the lookout when he was going to go get it. After the fact. I didn't know at first. But let's keep it going. Keeping it going, I'm going to just jump to what you would call the conclusion. The last episode. The lights out. That moment that made shit motherfucking go. So, I get home from work one day. Mind you, I just got this job. I'm like, yeah, nigga, I got a job. I ain't got to work at nights no more, nigga. I'm working in the day. I'm off. I'm good. So, I'm happy and shit. It's like 3 o'clock. I get home. Open the door. Close the door. What do I see? I look down. I see my main bitch, Rose. Rose was my main puppy, and she was a female, so that's why it's my main bitch. But she was on the floor, wet, shivering, in the corner, at the front door. Nobody else is in the house besides Rose, Hildy, and Ben. Ben's in the fucking house. Why is Ben in the house? I don't know. He just was like, I got the weed, so I stay at the house. And so I'm asking Ben, I'm like, hey. So Ben finally comes out of the bathroom, and he has the other dog. And she's wet. And mind you, he ain't got no towel. Where the towel at? You washing some dogs, you gotta have a towel to dry them off. You just think they gonna air dry? How long that's gonna take? Come on, man. You can't play a player, you feel me? I can see shit as soon as I see it. And so I'm asking, I'm like, hey, what the fuck you up in here doing to my dogs and shit, B? And he like, I'm not doing nothing, you just overreacting. And mind you, this is months after all the shit that this is all months concluded up to this moment, right? And this is what I had to tell Ben. Hey, nigga, you got to go. I don't give a fuck about what my roommate talking about you can stay here. You overstayed your welcome, nigga. You better be like, we ain't fucking you up right now, tell you the truth. I was like, so just get your shit and just go. You didn't fuck with my dog. You broke my dog hip and shit. And that's when shit just started clicking. I'm like, hold up, nigga, you do wear steel-toe boots. That's how the dog hip got broke. Like, it just all started clicking. And then me and Ben, we getting like a little scuffle inside the house. My big homie ended up coming that stays downstairs that Chris was going to go smoke with occasionally all the time. And he came and got me. He was like, nah, nigga, let's go. We ain't even gonna do all that right now. So that nigga take me, he like, nigga, let's go. We about to just go to the park then. When that nigga get back, whatever happened, it's gonna happen. I'm like, all right, cool. So what I do, we get to the park. I'm over here like, man, this nigga got to go. And I'm calling my roommate. Because my roommate at the time, he wasn't even staying at the house. He was staying with his mom. And he just would not answer the phone at all that day. He just did not want to answer the phone that day. So what I do, I call my brother. I'm like, hey, me and Ben just got into some little shit. As soon as I said that, I didn't even get to finish what the fuck I was saying. This nigga was like, hey, I'm putting the kids to sleep. When they sleep, I'll be there. I'm like, all right, cool. Little time go by, my nigga pull up. He like, he in the house still? I'm like, yep. He like, all right, we going up. Shit, we go up the stairs, open the door. He's sitting right there up on the couch with both of the dogs, trying to act like he petting them like he on some nice shit. So we tell him to get up, and he gotta go again. He like, nah, I got mail here, so I ain't going nowhere. That mean I'm on release and the law and all this other shit. And so we like, look, man, you either gonna go or you about to get your ass beat up in here. He like, all right. So we try to grab the dog off of this nigga's lap. He thought we was trying to punch him and tried to use the puppy as a shield. And we like, we ain't trying to hit you up in here. We just trying to get the dog off. We get the dogs. Put the dog down. He like, all right, fuck it. I'll fight you. I'm a black belt and all this other shit. He like, so what my nigga do? My nigga opened the door, ran down the stairs, and squared up in the fucking parking lot. And anybody that's not black, if you don't know what squared up mean, just know that meant he got ready to fight. And when any black person squares up, just know that mean that they ready to fight. It ain't no turning back from that moment. They are ready. He squared up. He pulled up his pants. If you don't know in black culture, if you pull up your pants, that means that you are ready. That means you're ready. Am I lying out here? Am I lying? Black people in the crowd, please tell me. If a nigga pull your motherfucking pants up while he already ready, squared up, and he pulls his pants up, just know, more than likely, you probably gonna get hit in the face. That's all you should know. You're more than likely gonna get hit in the face. So, my nigga runs down the stairs. He like lollygags down the stairs, talking shit as he's going down the stairs, like, you ain't gonna do shit, I'll beat your ass, and all this other shit, walking down the stairs. I don't know what happened, but my nigga patience just ran super thin and was like, fuck it, I'm about to run up these stairs on this nigga. Man, something clicked in my nigga's head and was like, nigga, run up them stairs. And as soon as he said one word, I'm gonna tell y'all how this happened real quick. It was a 3-punch knockout. And there was only one hand that was used. And this wasn't a quick jab. Nah. I'm gonna tell y'all how this shit went. First hit, it kind of stunned him a little bit. And he was like, oh, I'm gonna get him. Like, he kind of like fell down the stairs a little bit, but it wasn't too much. And my nigga gave him a little time. Because he wanted to fight. He wasn't trying to just knock him out. He wanted to fight. He pulled his pants up. He squared up. He was ready to fight. He did not want no knockout in the first hit. That's not what he wanted. He wanted this man to suffer. So, he gave him a second. He tried to pull his phone out. He said, okay, you gonna pull your phone out? Hit him with another one. That last one kind of stumbled him for real. He gets to the bottom of the stairs. That one last, hold on. That one last hit, it was like this. Hold on. It was like this. Lights out, nigga. Nigga, when I say this was the knockout of the fucking year, nigga, it was niggas saying that I call this move my brother. Niggas that's 8th degree black belts. He was there. He seen it. I'm trying to tell you. Like, when I say that this man was knocked out, I ain't never heard nobody make a noise like that. Knocked out into the fucking bushes. Not even, like, he got knocked out into he flew into the bushes, like, and then he just was on the ground just like, and look, mind you, this is my brother. I ain't said one lie. One at all this whole time. I haven't exaggerated nothing. This shit was so bad, after this nigga knocked him out, I didn't even go in my own damn house. He knocked the nigga out, and I didn't even go in my own damn house. That's how bad I knew it was. Because a nigga that's like, it's a wrap. Anybody that say, after they got knocked out, that's concussion. I know that. I seen that in the football field one time. It was me. No. And in conclusion to Ben being knocked out, I ended up going to my brother's house for the night because shit was hot.
Shit was hot as fuck.
Shit was hot. Couldn't be up over there.
Look, baby.
Couldn't be over there.
Baby.
Had to go to my brother's house.
Just imagine if it was there.
Yep. So this is what ends up happening the next day. I end up making it home in the morning because I had to go to work. I didn't have my work clothes with me, so I had to go home. I said, fuck it. I'ma just do it. I go home. He's still there.
What is this?
We go in. He walks out. I put on my shit. We get a knock at the door. Who's at the door?
I pay for those.
10 people. They came and questioned us and all this other shit. And I told them I gotta go to work. I don't know what. I don't care about none of that. I gotta go to work.
Not even.
They're like, all right, cool, you can go. So I go to work. And
20, man.
basically,
20, yeah,
so I go to work and everything, and it's probably like 10 o'clock. And I think it was either because I was a dishwasher and a cook at the time. But I was doing dishwashing at the time. And my manager came up to me and was like, hey, the police are looking for you. They're over there. They want to talk to you real quick. I'm like, all right. And so I go over there. I talk to him. He's like, look, I already know you got a warrant. But I'm not here for that. I just want the truth. From what Ben's telling us is you, your brother, and his pregnant girlfriend at the time jumped him while he was asleep with brass knuckles. And your brother's telling me it was only 3 hits. So I just want to know, was it a fight? Or was it a massacre? I was like, bruh, you want the truth? I was like, it was three hits. He was like, was it like boom, boom, boom? I was like, no, it was like boom, boom, boom. Like, that's how it was. I was like, it wasn't nothing more than that. It wasn't nothing less than that. I was like, that's just what it was. And he was just like, interesting. Because he looks pretty beat up. Like, his skull is broken. He's telling us that your brother was trained by some 8th degree black belt. And his hands are registered, and we just want to know the truth. He was like, because what he's telling us, it don't add up. Even the police knew. They're like, this don't sound right. Huh? Why is there no blood in the house, but it's blood outside? But long and be short, Ben never showed up to court, so the case was dropped, right? Case was dropped. He got his ass beat. Moral of the story is, everybody ain't who the fuck you think they are. Just because this nigga grow weed don't mean that he a good person. Shit, that nigga fucked up 2 of my dogs, man. It hurt me. Anybody that's a dog lover out here know. If somebody fuck with your dog, that's like fucking with your family right there. You might pop a nigga or 2. Just because they thought it was cute. You seen what John Wick did for his shit. But that's another story. Hey, I'm going to get at y'all on another story time. Peace and love. You already know, stay rasted up. Hey.